So Path of Exile 2 is coming out, and I think it would be a dishonor if I did not play Path of Exile 1. We got to see what it's about. I don't know why I haven't played it yet, to be honest with you guys. It's been years, and I literally could have played this game for free. I do not know why I have not played this. So today we're going to be making this video. This video is going to be me playing Path of Exile 1. I'm going to be giving my impressions of what I think about it, but also going into Path of Exile 2, I'm going to just give my expectations on, you know, experiencing Path of Exile 1, what I expect to see in Path of Exile 2, hopefully improved, because I've played a little bit already, and I can tell you there are some things that do need to be improved upon. Obviously, like, the graphics are pretty good for being a, like, what, 10-12-year-old game. That's crazy. It actually looks like it could have released in 2024, which is nuts to me. However, the UI is very clunky in my opinion. It was a little bit hard to read, but from my personal impressions right now, I wish I would have played Path of Exile 1, and I don't know why I didn't sooner. And no, I don't think you need to play Path of Exile 1 before Path of Exile 2 comes out. I know that they've improved upon a lot of their systems and mechanics, and I don't think you need to experience the Path of Exile 1 experience to enjoy Path of Exile 2. Now, the game starts, you know, just like any other ARPG. You wash up on the side of a beach, right? And typically there's somebody you need to talk to. And this is your first introduction on how to attack an enemy. Because once you do talk to the guy, he's going to be eaten by a zombie, unfortunately. So you're going to have to take him out. You learn a little combat there. And as the tutorial goes on, you know, you learn about the support gems, how to socket them into your weapons, and all of this was really cool. But I have one thing to say about the sockets, and I don't know if they're going to improve upon this or if it's even changeable in Path of Exile 1 because I didn't get that far. But I did not know that the support gems and the gear, the color of the gem slots matter depending on the support gems you're putting in. I didn't realize this until about 2 hours in, maybe 3 hours in. I realized I was getting different color support gems, and I didn't realize why the armor or the weapons had different color socket little rings. Silly me. Here we are. Now I get it, but I don't know if I really enjoy that because you have to get super lucky in order to get the drop. Like, when you get the drop, you have to be super lucky to get the rolls of the support gem colors that you require, unless this is changeable. And if anybody knows that, let me know in the comments. Is that a changeable feature in Path of Exile 1? Can you go change the color of the socket that's usable on that item? I'm not sure yet, so let me know in the comments. I don't think I'll ever find out until, you know, Path of Exile 2 if this is still the same. Now, eventually we make it to this little town, and you start to talk to a few NPCs. You start garnering quests. We get a few quests under our belt, and we're off to, you know, go explore a little bit. Now, this is where it got a little crazy for me. I went out into the world. I started doing these quests. I was staying very focused on them at first, and then I ended up going to this one place where there was these runes on the ground, and I just started picking up the runes. I took the runes to this place. It was like a question, like an exclamation mark on the map, and it was like these sunken ruins. I went into the sunken ruin. From that point on, I just kept going. Let's just say, like, we never went. I like got so lost for like 2 hours just going, because I'd go into the sunken ruins, clear out that area, find a new door, go through that door, clear that area, go through another door, clear that. I just kept going and killing things, and it was absolutely just the best time ever. I have to give it to Path of Exile. Like, it felt great just slaying enemies, running through those little dungeons, all of that. I have to say, oh, also the graphics in this game, crazy good, man. Like, I really believe this game could have dropped in 2024 and you couldn't tell me anything different. With the lighting, when you're in a cave, when it's like illuminated around you, or if you're in the prison, it is so nice looking. I have to give it to him, man. So amazing stuff there. You know, I kept going. I got lost in the sauce. We were just destroying everything, killing everything. We came across this boss, and man, it was scary. I had no idea. We entered the room and it was absolutely empty. There was a little bit of an NPC back and forth really quick with this woman, and I think she was warning me. I didn't catch on to that, but it was like a bloody prison cell. We're walking through there. All of a sudden, here comes Brutus, Lord Incarcerator, And my God, was I not prepared for this. And I am very surprised that I ended up killing him. He he had me, dude. He had me twice. I got away somehow. I wish this game had a roll mechanic or something. I don't know if the witch has like a teleport eventually or what, but wow. Let me tell you, it felt exhilarating and I was scared for my life in that moment. And I have no idea how I ended up killing this guy. We got very lucky here. I think we were not prepared, but it was amazing to fight that one boss. And that was just one boss out of the many that are in Path of Exile 1. I know I have to hand it to him. It was a very good fight. Very like, it felt challenging. It may even have like a slight Dark Souls feel to it in an ARPG. That's kind of crazy to say, but I have to give it to him on that. It really does feel challenging, and there's no difficulty mechanics really. Like, so you can't change the difficulty. The game is just that hard. After defeating him, let's just say I'd had my fill. That concluded the amount of time I'm going to have in Path of Exile 1 until Path of Exile 2. But I grasp a lot of the mechanics and the feel of Path of Exile now. So my overall thoughts on Path of Exile 1 is that this is a really great game, and I cannot believe that I did not play it. Everybody should go give this game a try, even though Path of Exile 2 is coming out right around the corner. Path of Exile 1 is still an amazing game today in 2024. I may even play it once I get bored with Path of Exile 2, if that's ever the case, because let's face it, they've kept Path of Exile alive for this many years, and Path of Exile 2 is just going to extend that. My biggest expectations for Path of Exile 2 is to see a better UI overall. I think the UI in Path of Exile 1 definitely needs a little bit of work. I hope that skill tree, the passive skill tree, is a little easier to understand for newcomers. I know that they've implemented some stuff. I've seen some of the previews with the recommended tabs for like people who've never played before. So I think that's going to be super helpful, but I hope it's a lot easier for newcomers to understand a little bit. I know the socket system I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it was a little confusing at first. If they continue to keep that system, I think it just like takes a minute to like understand that, oh, I need the proper color support gem or skill gem to fit that proper colored socket. And I'm not too sure how that works when you get gear drops. And like I said, I don't even know if that's changeable. And if it is, that's great. And if it's not, you just got to get really lucky with the gear drop, I guess. But overall, I have nothing really bad to say about Path of Exile 1. I personally would play the game today. If Path of Exile 2 wasn't going to exist here shortly, I would probably play the shit out of this. Going forward, we will be playing a lot of Path of Exile 2, and I want everybody to know that I think my expectations for Path of Exile 2, they're not set super high, but I believe that as long as they have the base game that I'm playing currently from Path of Exile 1, I'm going to be completely content with this. It feels great, man. I really loved it. I enjoyed it so much, and I can't wait to jump into PoE 2. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think about Path of Exile, Path of Exile 1, Path of Exile 2, what character you're planning on playing for Path of Exile 2. I'm going to be going with Monk. That is the character that I've decided to go with. I'm going to be dropping a ton of more videos. I'm trying to figure out what type of content the content direction I want to take with these videos. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.